King Vikram sat on a golden throne that sparkled like the morning sun. His palace was filled with soft silks from far away and sweet-smelling spices that filled the air. He spent every day counting his shiny coins and looking at his maps. He thought that having the most treasures made him the greatest king in the world. He believed that the more things he owned, the happier he would be. One morning, Vikram looked down from his tall stone balcony. Near the dusty palace gate, he saw a man named Bhikshu. Bhikshu had no gold and wore an old, patched robe. He only had one simple wooden bowl, but Bhikshu was singing a happy song. He sounded much more joyful than the king's famous musicians who played in the palace every night. Vikram went down the stairs and walked over to the man. "Why are you singing?" the king asked. "I own rivers and mountains, but I worry about my wealth every single night. You have nothing at all, yet you are smiling." Bhikshu looked up at the king with kind, peaceful eyes. "My king, I am rich because I have enough. I do not wish for anything more than what I have right now." Vikram did not believe him. He told a servant to bring a big, heavy bag of gold. "Take this," the king commanded. "Let us see if you can still sing when you have gold to worry about." But Bhikshu shook his head and wouldn't take it. Suddenly, a traveler named Shankara walked up. He wore simple clothes, but his eyes were calm and bright, like the stars in the night sky. "The beggar tells the truth, King Vikram," Shankara said. His voice was soft and clear like the ring of a silver bell. Vikram was annoyed by the stranger. Shankara held out a tiny, cracked clay bowl. "If you can fill this little bowl with your treasures, one will say you are the richest man. But if you cannot, you must admit that the beggar is truly richer than you." Vikram laughed at the challenge. "That is easy," he said. He told his guards to bring heavy chests filled with red rubies, green emeralds, and blue diamonds. He began to pour the sparkling gems into the tiny clay bowl. He waited for the bowl to fill up and for the jewels to spill onto the dusty ground, thinking the challenge would be over in a second. But something strange happened. The bowl stayed empty. No matter how many jewels Vikram poured, they just disappeared into the bottom. Gold coins fell in like they were falling into a deep, dark well. Even the king's heavy silk tapestries vanished inside the tiny bowl. Vikram's smirk turned into a look of great surprise and fear as he watched his riches vanish. While the king was busy and worried, Bhikshu was sitting under the shade of a leafy tree nearby. He had found one juicy yellow mango that had fallen from a branch. He peeled it carefully and gave half to a little brown dog that had wandered by. Bhikshu looked perfectly happy and peaceful, even though he had nothing left for his dinner. Finally, Vikram's treasury was totally empty. He fell to his knees on the ground. "What magic is this?" he cried. Shankara leaned down and whispered to him. "This bowl is made of human desire, Vikram. It is a pit that never ends. No matter how much you put inside, it will always ask for more. You are poor because your heart is always hungry for things you do not have." Suddenly, Shankara began to shine with a beautiful, glowing blue light. He changed into the great Lord Shiva. He had a crescent moon in his hair and a snake around his neck. "The beggar is rich because his heart is full of peace," Shiva said. Vikram bowed down low, finally knowing that true wealth is not what you have in your hands, but the happiness you feel inside.